Hey everyone, welcome back. So you'll see that the project's come along a little bit more. What I want to take a look at right now is the level that we listen to or monitor in our headphones or through our speakers, and whether it's too loud or too quiet. I need to explain to you how you need to adjust the volumes. It's really important. Okay, so the first thing to look at is down here we have our master output volume, and if I click and hold this little circle, it tells me it's at 0 dB. This volume slider should never change from 0 dB because that's the volume at which we will finally export all our multi-tracks combined into a 1-2 track stereo master out that will become our finished product, and we want to export it at 0 dB. So if I accidentally move this, sometimes it's a bit fiddly and a bit finicky getting it back to 0. So the shortcut on the keyboard is just click Option on the keyboard, hit that little circle, takes you back to 0 dB. That should never change. Okay, the next thing to do is take a look at this level meter, which is our master out level meter. Essentially what it's doing is it's combining the volumes of all the levels on these individual tracks, and it's summing them or combining them to this master output. So it's in our interest to make sure this doesn't peak in the red. So if things are too loud and it's peaking in the red, we're going to desperately want to pull down this volume, but that's what we definitely don't want to do. Instead, we want to play with these volumes to stop it from peaking, to turn down the volume in our headphones, and then we also want to go to the Apple Master Audio Preferences just to turn down the overall level of headphones in our ears. So the first thing I'll do is I'll go and turn down the volume of the headphones. So I click on the Apple symbol, I go to System Preferences, and I click on Sound, second row right towards the end of Hardware, Sound. And you have three options here. You have the sound effects, their volume, how loud they get played back, which ones you can preview the sound. We have our output, which is the sound coming from the computer to the headphones, and then we have our input, which would be the sound coming from a cable connected to an iPod or a guitar or something coming in, or perhaps the internal microphone built in. As you can see, this is now monitoring right here as I'm talking because it's picking it up. I'm going to take that back to line in, and you see that's now disappeared. What we want to play with is output. The balance between my left headphone and my right headphone is in the center. That's where it should be, and I'm just going to turn my output volume down just a tiny bit because it was too loud in my headphones. If you want to turn it up, you go in the other direction. Okay, that will not affect this master out fader, which is the right thing. So let me take that down a little bit. Okay, so now let's take a look down here as we hit play at the master out. And we can see it's peaking in the red. Not all the time.
Yes.
Well, yes, actually it is. It's peaking a lot in the red. So in the next tutorial, what we're going to do is look at why and how we can deal with these peaks so that when we bounce down or export or convert these multi-tracks into our 2-track stereo out, that they don't peak. And I'll explain why that peak is unacceptable. Okay, see you next time.